back end of Economides.
That's from the two Jeffs, Jeff Langeveldt and Jeff Tugwell, just behind him in the two blue Golfs.
One spelled with a J, one spelled with a G. So Tugwell on the back end of Langeveldt for sale. If you're driving that car that well, I'll have a look at that one if you want somebody to drive it.
That's for sale because he'll be out at Midvale on the 26th of March in his Honda Civic.
Aha, new car.
Yes.
Laps of action and the inverted grid. And of course, heading up on the front there, looks like the two Jeffs are going to go at it right from the word go. Jason getting a good start just behind Ishmael Beloy into turn one.
There you've got Jeff Langeveldt, first time out in his new Honda Civic, which is looking great. And just sort of at the back of that is Etienne Spies, brand newcomer to SuperHatch in the red Golf.
Fantastic to see some newcomers. Swayze Joubert also getting a great start there. Check him out in 4th place. But around the outside, already getting into the mix, is Sieferi trying to push Tugwell to the limit. Tugwell just forces him wide. Whoa, sideways in the laser. That's awesome bit of driving there from him. And look at that, he comes sideways onto the back straight too. They are now side by side. Second start, and it's tandem sliding into turn two.
That was certainly a bit of synchronized spinning from Pierre Libber and Chris Davison.
Not such a good start there for Baby Blue. He's got a bit of work to do now with the inverted grid. He was quickest here the whole weekend, and he has to get past Jumel and, of course, the Peugeot. So it looks like Hilton is holding you guys up right now, trying to keep you at bay, because I think that's going to be the battle in Class B.
I think across the board, yes. He has back to Class A, and Jeff, I'm very impressed. First time out in that Honda, he's going exceptionally well.
Oh, check out the pressure being put on behind, though, from Sieferi. Then it's Tugwell. Silverwood's in the action now. The Oki Mini is right there. Connected man looking on the inside. Can he keep it there? He does. He forces the Honda wide, but he's now on the wrong side for the final corner as they come to complete lap number one. This is a great start to today's action.
It is, and it's not all your usual contenders running away with the top 5 reversal.
I was about to say, check how far back Mr. Economides is. Bit of work to do there for you, Georgie. Come on, bud.
And again, by a lower-powered car, he's going to be hurting.
As they come down now, we pick up on Class C action. Jeff Langeveldt, he got a 30-second penalty in the first race, so went way down the field, but he's going for race 2. Then we've got the West Cars man right on his tail, and I think James Menon has definitely got some pace here. It's going to be a nice little battle between the two of them. That's Opel Cadet versus the Ford at the front, and, well, there's nothing in it between the two of them as they come up the Sassel corner.
Now, this format of racing is absolutely perfect. By around about lap 2 or 3, we're going to start to see the big players find their zone, get their tyres in the right condition, and start making the passes. But they've got to do them early, like we saw with Mark Silverwood in the Oki Mini. If you don't
kind of Golf 1 versus Golf 2, hardly anything in it, but in the background, it's Class C's, man.
Oh, there's a chance here.
Believe that Jeff Langeveldt has caught up to the back of these two as they go side by side through 7.
Sorry, man, that was just perfect setup there to drive around the outside on what we would call the dirty part of the crossover there and get the line up the inside. That just shows what a sweet setup the 85 car's got.
Trio Racing taking on the Car Service City man, and right behind them, Fury Ford. This is awesome stuff. Now they're on the back straight away with a lap and a half to go as they go through turn 4. There's a move. Scholz has a look up the inside. Can't quite make it stick, but he better get a move on because look at Langeveldt. Man, is he flying.
These guys aren't backing it out 1 inch. That Ford Fiesta has closed things down while these guys have been playing peekaboo in their mirrors, and the Golf 1 charges up the inside, climb those curbs, and he's got the line. But we've seen how strong the 85 cars are on the outside. The dirt's going to compromise his drive, and as long as the line is covered, it's not covered. I can't believe it. He doesn't learn, this guy.
Glover is on the outside. He goes inside for turn 7, which means he'll have the inside line for Goldwagen corner, and only one more lap to go. It looks like Glover is going to take Langeveldt with him. No, Jeff tucks out. He gets onto the inside, gets much better drive. He goes on the inside of Louis Scholz. This is an awesome battle. Just showing you how these guys are getting to grips with their cars, and even though there is a slight power differential between the categories, there is nothing in it when it comes to the racing.
Langeveldt got a great drive out of turn number 8, had the line up the inside, but couldn't get the squirt on going down into turn number 1. But I think there's a chance for him on this last lap, so he looks strong. The strongest man out there, though, for sure, Mark Dutoy. He's going to go 2 for 1. Outside the top 10, all the way down in 15th, is Langeveldt, who charged his way through in the Fiesta.
Oh, Jeff, congratulations. Class C victory here in Heat 2. Well done.
It was a good race. It was excellent.
So tell me about it.
Well, we pulled off, had a good pull-off, and ended up mixing it up with the Class B cars, so Louis and myself and Liver, who had a great race. And, yeah, Fury Ford came through for this one.
He'll take
A record field of 40 cars hitting the grid here at Zwartkops in front of a big crowd. The Sassel race day brought lots of people to come and see what Goldwagen SuperHatch is all about. So big crowds and some new cars as well.
Jeff, winner of the Class Cs, but that was a busy battle. You guys were in the middle of the pack.
Yeah, it was great. We started off, we have 40 cars on the grid. Started off 37th on it and worked my way through the field. It was good fun.
Is that Menon? Yes, Menon on the inside.
That's Menon in the lead ahead of Jeff Langeveldt in the Fury Fiesta.
Hanging tough at this stage now. Coming out on the outside is the 69 machine. So not too shabby into turn one, but check out around the outside. Jabir hanging on to that pole position. Whoa, big action. Look at that. Jason van der Westhuizen tapping Ish Beloy. Kind of the same thing he did to me in the last race. So getting used to getting involved with the Trans-Africa boys. But Jonathan Dutoy has come up worse for wear as well. And there's just chaos out of turn one.
It is M1 rush hour traffic there. A couple of guys were pretty lucky to get away with that. But there is carnage and there's a lot of...
Look out, Menon on a big charge there. Diving up the inside, trying to sneak up and get one more position ahead. He does that. And unfortunately, no answer there from Ian Cotwell.
Jeff Langeveldt will go on board with him. He managed to avoid some of the debris that is still out there heading into turn number one. The lucky thing is, it's slightly offline. No one's going to get to the inside there, so the marshals have got another little bit of breathing space. And everyone seems to have kind of lined themselves up in the positions that they need to be in. A little bit sideways, he's managed to hang on to his front bumper. The back bumper is gone, so the aerodynamics are going to look crazy on that thing.
Just in the background, also picked up on the BMW of Henk Swanepoel. Back on board with the Fury Ford here into an X-Con corner. All over the back and looking for a way to get good drive. Not easy when you've got Dutoy on the inside. As we said in the last round, that car is actually a Class B car that he runs in Class A just because of the pace that he's able to get out of it. And you can see it makes the rest of the field look pretty big. Apologies there from my side. And yeah, Mr. Van der Westhuizen, I'll be back.
Malak, hot knife through butter, make a sentence.
Yeah, he's certainly definitely pushing through. Here is Langeveldt all over the back of James Menon. Nice battle here in Class C. And this is kind of what we've seen all the way through. Class B, the most competitive class in SuperHatch, but the Class C guys really are within their own rights to say, we put on just as good a race.
They certainly do, and these two are actually fighting for the championship and doing exceptionally well.
Slipstream City coming out of turn number 3. I wouldn't run that close. No, I would definitely run out of that line as well, going into turn number 4, just so you know when the guy's actually going to tap the brake. Otherwise, you're both going farming. Someone has been farming. Plenty of dust way on the outside of turn number 4.
Yeah, having to run wide out of Castle Edge corner now up towards Sassel. Onto the braking markers. Menon's got the inside line, but will we see Langeveldt try to go around? He does! He goes around the outside. That's brilliant stuff from Jeff. Oh, the Maxis Golf running into the dirt. I think that might be the second time he's done.
Exciting race. Started 37th on the grid. Hot racing today, and yeah, second last race of the year. Just like to say thank you to Pro Staff and Fury Ford putting it all together for us, and looking forward to the next race. Good tout racing with the old James Menon. Yeah.
It's the final race of the season.
Get the job done. It is just peak hour traffic right now.
Back on board here with the Fury Ford of Jeff Langeveldt. That means Menon must be behind him, and that's just going to cement what has happened in Class C. It's really been a fantastic battle. They're all over the bunker racing car here and looking on the inside. That's a brilliant move. Sneaking through into X-Con corner, but Delanga slams the door. And he has to back out of it slightly. Ishmael Beloy runs wide.
Delanga was making real good ground there. The driver in front made a mistake. He had to go for the...
Brilliant stuff there. Louis Colt's just hanging on and keeping 2 Golf 1s and that Superboss behind. But Langeveldt is the danger man here. He could possibly sneak between these 2 Golfs and steal a couple more positions up the field.
Delanga just is still stuck in that freight train, really hasn't been able to make any inroads. Every pass he's made, he's been passed back, and there's just too many cars up the road. He can't run his sweet laps that he likes to.
Now they come out of Castle Edge, heading up towards Sassel corner. Let's see if there's a move there. In the background, watch out for Smith too. He's just behind Langeveldt. In fact, they'll be side by side with him now. Oh, and Langeveldt goes on the inside, cuts off Smith's nose, tries to sneak through on Delanga. But Delanga just keeping it all together there. Brilliant racing from these guys.
Switching lines at the top of the hill, that always creates a little bit of problems. Puffs of smoke, a little bit of locking, a little bit of touching, but everyone's managed to get themselves through. So evenly matched the whole way through. That's Mel pulling off there. Wave of the hand, goodbye to the engine, goodbye to the race.
Goodbye to the end of the season there. Not the way she wanted to finish up, but had a fantastic season nonetheless. The golf battle continues into Goldwagen corner. Langeveldt's there and Smith behind him. Langeveldt trying to go on the inside. Can he make it stick into turn 1? It's not the right line to be in for turn 2, but if he can get past, maybe he can nail them on the brakes.
Look at Delanga, just the back end, all kinds of loose. Rear inside wheel, always going to be off the ground through turn number 1 there. And yeah, like you said, the sweet line just wasn't right there.
Jakob Kriel just forced wide, unfortunately, in the Superboss. Oh yeah, a big thanks there. I think that was well due to the fact that Kriel had an opportunity of hanging onto that line and just got forced wide, but it comes back and gives it back again. That's nicely done. This is kind of how SuperHatch works. There is a lot of in-house battles right the way through the season, but there's also gentlemen out there that allow you to race and have a bit of fun as well.
It's hard to manage the categories, but I know in the briefing that everyone will be very happy to see the flag for this last time in 2011.
Jeff Langeveldt was going to take Class C honours, but it's Vernon Stoltz and James Menon that go for 2nd and 3rd across the line. The checkered flag comes out for them, and this time out it was Vernon Stoltz hanging on ahead of Menon. Confirmation though of Class A, Silverwood, Garland and Dutoy. Class N, Jabir, Van der Westhuizen and Van der Westhuizen.
Flip the page and go down to 17th in the overalls to see our Class C winner, Jeff Langeveldt in the Fury Ford.
action next year. SuperHatch Championship is wrapped up. Hilton van Nieuwenhuizen taking overall and Class B.
Silverwood and the Mini winning out Class A's.
James Menon took Class C and 4th overall.
And Jacques Joubert down in 12th, taking the Class N Championship. A big thanks to Goldwagen and Wealth Avenue and all our associate sponsors for the 2011 SuperHatch season.